Hello, I'm here top of Church Street, Cranmore, Portreach End on this very busy, noisy Saturday afternoon. Very busy, there's political activists, religious activists, plenty of shoppers. It's a real busy day, so once again, bear with me. All the same, cultural change is all around. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, right? Sorry for repeating myself, very busy, bear with me. Sorry for repeating myself, but I'm gonna have to until these reckless politicians deal with the awful truth we see sweeping across our glorious city, which is the cultural transformation it's now undergoing, right? Really is a busy day, so bear with me. You see, this is a change, like I say, that once, God forbid, changes our glorious city, like it did the East End of London and many other places. There is no changing it back, ladies and gentlemen. It's changed for good, right? We can't change it back, right? There's no cultural rewind button, right? Our city's gone, finished. It'll still be here in name, yes, but it will never be the same. Like the East End of London, look what's happened there, ladies and gentlemen. That is a prime example. Anyone that says, well, no, Joe, cultural change doesn't go that far. It doesn't happen. You're exaggerating. Well, I'm not exaggerating. Look what's happened, as I say, to the East End of London. No more Cockney sparrows fly over the East End of London, or London in general, because the Cockneys moved out or were driven out. And the same is happening here in our glorious city, right? It's not me making this up, it's all around, it's everywhere, right? Look what's happened to Kensington and Fairfield, Lawrence Road, right? Look what's now happening to West Derby Road, Breck Road, County Road, Stanley Road, Prescott Road. I mean, the list is endless, right? We know there is a change underway. Everyone can see there's a change underway. You come out your front door, cultural change. On the bus, cultural change. Phones a taxi, cultural change. Everywhere you go, cultural change. Take your kids to school, cultural change. And what is happening? Okay, mate, cheers. What is happening is, like I said, there are too many different nationalities coming into the city that have nothing in common with one another, let alone their Scouse hosts. And we must, okay, Billy, we must oppose this, right? This is serious, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very busy, so I'm going to call time on this in a minute or two because you're dodging in and out and it really is busy. But like I say, there is a change underway. These reckless politicians are fully aware of. They're turning a blind eye. They're giving it the green light. They don't want to deal with the awful truth, the cultural transformation our glorious city is undergoing. Scouse schools, Scouse children becoming a minority, dancing to the tune and culture, new arrivals are now brought here into our city and sinking roots deeper and deeper. Scouse economy falling more and more into the hands of universal Scousers, our adversaries. That's why we must oppose this, ladies and gentlemen, right? We've got to think of our children and grandchildren. Where do they fit in all this? Well, they're not going to, right? Well, ask yourself this. The new Cockneys, the universal Cockneys that replace the original ones in the East End of London, are the universal Cockney stand-in replacements, are they the same as the original Cockneys? Well, no, of course not. Will the same be here? The universal Scousers, new arrivals, stand-ins, will they be the same as us original Scousers? Well, the answer is no, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone knows that, right? It's common sense. Yet these politicians, they seem oblivious as to what is happening. Well, they're not oblivious, ladies and gentlemen. They know exactly what's happening. They just don't want to deal with it. They want to just pretend it's not happening, turn the other cheek, and think the good people of Liverpool will just roll over and accept further cultural change. Well, that's not going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. The good people of this city, they can see what's happening and they don't like it, right? As I say, political activists, religious activists, very, very busy day, so bear with me. But all the same, it's irrelevant, any distraction in the background, ladies and gentlemen. All that matters is Joe Owens is down here, delivering the awful truth to the good people of Liverpool, right? I'm trying to get away from him, but he keeps following me, right? He's got up there now, right? So that's what I'm saying. I will continue to deliver the awful truth of Church Street, the heart of Liverpool city centre, to my fellow Scouts brothers and sisters, right? Because if I don't, no one else will. No one else will. Cultural change will sweep across our glorious city, changing it forever, right? We can't let this happen. This is our city, belongs to our children. Here he is. Follow me again, right? So we have to oppose it, ladies and gentlemen. We do this at election time, right? We have to deal with this at election time, right? Come election time, find a candidate, reliable, credible, opposed to further cultural change, and give them your vote. Short of this, ladies and gentlemen, right? Bear with me, it's getting busy. Cultural change will sweep across our glorious city like it's doing now, right? I'll try and come back later on, right, when he's gone, and when maybe the crowds settle down a bit more. It's really, really busy here, trust me, right? It is busy, it's very, very busy. But like I've said, the cultural change that's underway, you know, the cultural change you're now seeing, right? If that's not stopped, then like I say, long term, this is going to be disastrous for our city. That's why Joe Owens is down here, regardless, distractions or not, right? We must oppose what's happening, ladies and gentlemen. If we don't, our children and grandchildren will curse us. We can't pass this down to them. Because like I've said, where are we going to be in 5 years' time? Well, there you go. New arrivals are not taking any prisoners. They're giving nothing back. Whatever they culturally change and take here in our city, they're not giving it back. Like the same cultural change that occurred across the East End of London. Did they give it back? No. Did it revert back to a Cockney community? No. It changed forever, and the same's happening here. That's why we must oppose it, right? If we don't, ladies and gentlemen, as I've said, our children, our grandchildren, they will curse us. I'm going to go now, ladies, because trust me, it's mega busy and there are various distractions that, right, I could do without. But anyway, what can you do? He's got his rights as much as I have. But all the same, remember, say no to cultural change. Yes, the Scouts pride. Shout it out loud, Scouts and proud. Okay, thank you. Hello, I'm still here, top of Church Street, Primark Boat Weekend on this very busy, noisy Saturday afternoon. Behind me, we've got the digital ID lot, whatever that means, shouting at the Free Palestine lot, achieving zilch, while our city is being culturally changed, just a complete waste of time. Achieving zilch, ladies and gentlemen. That's why you've got to get behind a party that stands in elections, a credible political party that you know is reliable, credible, and give them your vote. No good getting involved in any extremist, slanging matches and what we see now here on Church Street, just beyond me there. It's rather embarrassing, pathetic. Equally both as embarrassing as one another. You see, shouting and screaming at one another, all these demos, marches, whatever, they're not going to achieve anything, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to vote them out. Those responsible for what is happening to our city, as well as the rest of our country, You have to vote them out. There is no other solution. Anyone who's got one other than the slanging match behind me, then let me know. You have to vote them out. And the thing is, it's quite easy. It's not that hard to do. They can be voted out, right? So, as I say, our city is undergoing profound cultural changes. You've got these people shouting at one another, achieving results. Get involved with a credible political party and start knocking on doors. Now preparing for the 227 council elections, 229 general elections. That's the thing to do. You can shout all you want, it's not going to change anything. Get involved now with a political party that's reliable, credible, posed to further cultural change. Start knocking on front doors. Start talking to people. Get ready for the 227 council elections. Get ready for the 229 general election. He's still here, having a go there, the mad preacher. But leave him to it, I suppose. But anyway, that's what I'm saying. You have to vote these reckless politicians out, ladies and gentlemen. Because if you don't, you're going to be left not only with the mess we've got now, a continuing mess, right? There's no other way you can do this. I'm sure he's following me, right? So there's a cultural transformation underway, which is, you can all see, you're all aware of what is happening, regardless of any distractions in the background, ladies and gentlemen, right? Regardless, right? There is a more serious, pressing issue, which is cultural change, right? Got to oppose it. Oppose it at election time, right? Because if it's left, we will indeed go the same way the East End of London went. We'll undergo the same fate, which is cultural change. The East End of London is no longer a Cockney community. And if cultural change is not opposed here in our glorious city, Scouse culture will no longer prevail here in our city. It'll be replaced, right? Like we see what's happened elsewhere. So that's why we must oppose it. Don't waste your time with these cranky extremist groups. You're wasting your time, right? Shouting at one another on church, it's embarrassing. I used to do all that in the 1980s. I thought people would grow out of that, but obviously not, you know. But there again, the powers that be, that's where they want you, shouting at one another, achieving nothing, having pointless demos and marches, achieving nothing. What they don't want you to have is an electoral winning political machine that removes them from power. That's what they don't want, right? That's why you have to get involved with a credible, reliable political party that you can trust. Get with them, as I say, start knocking on front doors now for the 227 council elections, 229 general election. That's the only way you're going to solve this. You can shout up and down churches all you want. It's not going to change anything. It's not going to stop the cultural transformation our city is undergoing. This is serious, ladies and gentlemen. It's very serious. That's why I'm down here. I wouldn't be down here otherwise. Very, very busy here along Church Street. So once again, I'll try and wind this up quick as I can because it's getting really, really busy. And as I say, there's a lot of distractions, ladies and gentlemen, you know. But like I say, on a more serious note, the cultural change our city is undergoing needs opposing. It can only be opposed at the ballot box. You've got to vote those reckless politicians out. Otherwise, the cultural change will continue until we undergo the same fate the East End of London went, and many other once proud, unique communities across the country. And like I've said before, there is that many different nationalities now coming into the city, right? They don't get on with one another. They've got nothing in common with one another, right? Let alone their Scouse hosts. That's why we must oppose further cultural change. Remember, say no to cultural change, yes to Scouse pride. Shout it out loud, Scouse and proud. Okay, thank you. I'll go and have a coffee now. Cheers.